How's everybody doing? Janice, Mark, Wendy, how y'all doing? Should have, well, I'll wait till a few more people get in here.
Yeah, one watching.
Hmm?
One watching.
One watching. Yeah, I see it now. What you say you was gonna make over there?
Oh, I'm making things for the store. It's little clipboard things.
You know, I did this.
I'm just trying to figure out designs to put on them.
18 days and a wake up. Somebody comes home. Is that what you mean, Janice?
Her boyfriend, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's Janice got somebody coming home. That's good, Janice.
Boyfriend or son.
I think Jamie's got somebody coming home too. But and that's awesome. I know you're excited, huh? I would be. She does, doesn't she? You know, those last days are the hardest. You know, yeah. I know she has. You know, time gets kind of monotonous. It gets kind of monotonous in prison, but time goes by fast, and it's weird because it seems like the weeks go by slow, but the months and years go by fast. But when they gave me a release date that was 15 months away, everything came to a standstill. Hey, Janice, you think we can have him on here? I mean, if he wants to, he can come on. Right, right, Mark. But that's true. She sounded just like somebody in prison, you know. I'm wondering if John's ever said that. You know, I got 18 and wake up. You know, and when you talk about how much time you have, like if somebody has 30 years. Yeah, that's right, Mark. Like if somebody has 30 years, they'll say, I have 30 years in a day. That means they got to do every bit of that 30 years. Sometimes they'll say 30 years in a wake up, but a lot of times they say 30 years in a day. I don't know why. Yeah, I know it has, James. Been real slow, hasn't it? It just seems like it comes to a standstill. And I know he's got to be thinking, man, time ain't coming fast enough. But anyway, I'm happy for both of you, and I hope things work out good. Yeah, I know, Mark. I know, Mark. You know, some people in Iceland or something. Some people in prison don't appreciate their loved ones on the outside, and I hope John is one of the ones that appreciates Janice because she is a good person. Hey, life in prison. Hey, Deb, to come up. How you guys doing? Deb to come up. This is a real one, man. He keeps it real in those videos. So I always appreciate that too, you know. Always got to go by and give Deb's videos a thumbs up, you know. And here's what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of people feel that they can express themselves any way they want, but somebody else can't. Especially if that person's too real, like Deb is, like Tashanka is, you know, I am. Life in prison. You know, we tell it like it is. And some people don't like that. Yet they'll say what's on their mind. Slap your celly. Yeah, real is the only way to be, Janice, you know. I mean, if you're fake for one thing, you can't stay that way very long. It comes out, you know. And a lot of people, they don't slap your celly. A lot of times people don't get it. I knew it. The dogs are barking.
What are you barking at?
But
Nothing important, huh?
she might be wanting you to do something, you know, go somewhere with it. But a lot of people don't get me, you know. People who know me for a little bit, they understand that I joke and I crack jokes. And a lot of times I do it to get under their skin because of the way they're acting, you know. And they don't understand that, you know. I used to do Crystal that way all the time. Especially when she told me, hey, what's your opinion on this? And I tell her my opinion. You're wrong. How can I be wrong? This is my opinion. You asked for it. But you're wrong. Yeah, it is amazing how many times people fall off the top bunk. You know, if I would have been awake, I would have stopped them from doing it. They always fall from the bunk when I'm asleep.
I'm gonna tell you, the top bunks had like little crib things on it, sides.
Yeah, them things can break though. You never know.
It would have been hard to explain how they fell off.
Hey, Oda, how you doing? I like it. Yeah, that's right, Deb. They can't handle the reality of the stuff we've been through. Hey, what's up, Adam? We're getting all of y'all in here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm here every week. But yeah, I love the profile pic. Janice says when people say my opinion is wrong, I call bullshit. We don't share the same asshole. Janice got me with that one. I loved it. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I love you guys. Where'd Life in Prison go? He just come in? Oh, yeah, he did say he was here just for the algorithm. Zach's a good dude, man.
Tell me if this makes too much noise.
It's going to. Sounds worse than a cricket.
It's not cricket, it's crick cut.
I know. So, Adam, did you put out another video today? I've been gone all day, so I don't know. Nobody's going to run because you're here.
It really does make a lot of noise.
It does. Yeah, he is. Yeah, hey, old Adam's doing all right, but he's in pretty bad health. But man, he's a trooper. He's hanging in there. Whenever I start to complain about my health or something, I just think about people like Adam and stuff. You know, it could be worse. All right, Tashanka. You guys, Kevin should be calling from prison here anytime. So, yeah, he should have actually already called. So we'll see. But I asked him to come on early, and he called early and asked if he still wanted me to come on. I said, you can come on anytime you want. So he's supposed to be calling. Yeah. Hey, Texas Royal Flowers, how you doing? Yeah, that's right. Dub. When's he getting out, Dub? You know? Or is he? I hope he is. Exactly. Well, I blame myself in the prison, Adam, for my health. You know, half of it's my fault, half of it's the prisons.
You didn't have to smoke all those cigarettes.
You see the war this year? All right, I wish you luck, Dub. Wish you guys the best on that. Hey, Adam's subs are going up pretty fast here recently. It kind of jumped there for a little bit. You guys you guys know people who know prison content. Tell them about Australian prison stories. Oh, okay, Deb. Yeah, I don't know about where you're at, but in Missouri, it's hard to get an interstate compact. But that's just Missouri.
It really depends on what state you're going to.
Yeah. Really, Ethan? We told you about the other door.
Either way, I have to bother you.
No. Yeah, I remember that one. Adam. I got humble pie, 30 days in the hole going through my head now. 30 days in the hole. Oh, he's thinking of a song.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
I didn't know it was 30 days though, it going in the hole. All right. Yeah, they are, Adam. I'm real proud of you how your channel's going up. It does take hard working. We're going to be in Festus tomorrow, Harvey. That's feed us to Mindy. That's right. That's right. That's what she calls it. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Glad to hear it. I haven't seen Jay yet tonight. I haven't heard from him in a while, actually. But I know. I think it was last Saturday, he was on and he was asking about Tashanka. Now he's not here, but Tashanka is.
Huh.
Adam says hi.
Hi.
She was real enthused when she said hi, wasn't she? Asking me the greatest cupcake makers ever. Ash and Emmy, yeah.
You two know you're not allowed in that room. Go.
Go, dogs. Ash and Emmy's here. That's right. A from Bars to Bricks. Glad you're here. That's another channel too I've been watching here lately.
Go.
I've been watching since last Saturday when he told me he had a channel. Yeah. She does call it fetus. She says it looks like fetus. It looks nothing
I
like
have
fetus.
dyslexia, and yes, in my dyslexic mind, it looks like it says fetus.
It doesn't. It doesn't look nothing like it.
Doesn't look nothing like it because you don't have dyslexia.
What are you filming, Ash? You make it? You start a YouTube channel? I'll go over there and support you. Yeah, I know. He wants to do something with me too, Adam. Actually, I think he wants us all three to do one together. I ain't quite got that problem yet, Mark, but it's getting close. That would be great, Ash. You know you could get a lot of support from this channel. We'd all support you.
Oh my God, will you stop jumping at me?
Yeah, that's sad, James. You know, my mom used to say that too, and other people that I would call, they would say it's just because they said I think it's worse for them than sometimes than people in prison because they said they would worry about us from day to day, wondering what's going to happen. They want to hear from us one way or another, I love the idea, Olga. Yeah, see, you're already getting support, Ash. Go watch. Yeah, we'd show you support. We help you get your channel off the ground. Anyway, although, I owe you guys all a lot, so I would definitely support you, Ash, and anybody else on here that started the channel.
An offender at the South Central Correctional Center. This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. To repeat, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now. Hello.
Hello.
Do you need a speaker set up?
Yeah, it's hooked up here. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That commercial on TV?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Can you guys hear him?
What'd you say?
You sound like
Say that again?
I'm asking them if they can hear you.
That's not plugged in.
Oh, okay. Can they hear me now?
Can you hear him now? Say something.
Okay, are we still here? Did we
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
Did we lose our connection?
No, we can hear.
Are you still there, or did we lose our connection?
We hear you.
Yeah. Let me hang up and call back, man. I'm out. Bye.
The caller has hung up.
I don't know what you did, but they ain't working that way. Cause Oda, you got a subscription thing going. You got your self monetized. He hung up for some reason. I think it's better just not being.
Just leave it up here, then closer to the.
A free call from Kevin Hoppy. An offender at the South Central Correctional Center. This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. To repeat, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Yeah, I'm going to subscribe to Ash too as soon as I get off of here. We was hearing you, Kevin.
Okay, well, I couldn't hear nothing on coming back, so
Oh,
I hung up because I figured there was some kind of a problem with the connection. So I went ahead and hung up and redialed. I apologize for any inconvenience that may have caused any listeners. My apologies.
it's all good.
So, what we got tonight?
We got a bunch of people in here.
What's going on tonight?
We got a bunch of people in here. So me and Kevin said we was going to talk bad about the DOC earlier. So
That's kind of a normal thing. Is there anything different anybody would like to talk about besides that? Because we do a lot of that, and as much as we like to do that, sometimes we need to do something different just because. But if
Well-
that's what they want to hear, we can do that too. I'm not opposed to that.
well, what you guys want to talk about? Tell us what you want to talk about. They're going to want to talk about you, Kevin. They want to talk about you being in prison. They say you sound clear now and don't change it.
What are we talking about?
They said you sound clear now, so they don't want me to change or touch the phone or anything.
Okay, that's good. Then we're okay. You may have to repeat what you say from time to time, but that's okay. As long as they can clearly hear and
All right.
understand me, I'm okay with that.
Janice wants to know how your dog is doing.
My dog is doing fantastic right now. She's laying at the gate on the door. Her name is Jasmine. She's a year old. She's well, according to her paperwork from the Rescue One place in Springfield, Missouri, she is a fox terrier mix. But I don't necessarily believe that she's that. I don't know. She's some kind of a cat or dog mix, and she's a really good girl, and she's looking for a good home. She's a loving puppy with a lot of energy.
Facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Thank you. We appreciate that. But right now, she's just chilling out a little bit, getting some love from a friend of mine that's rubbing on her by the door because we got the gate up and the door open so she can see what's going on. She'd be good.
So Adam wants to know what a normal day for Kevin is in prison.
Wake up, drink coffee, go to my job for an hour and 20 minutes, leave the job, come back to the house until they open the yard, go out to the dog pen with the dog, come back in, give the dog a nap, lock down for count it, take a nap, get up,
Repeat.
go to lunch.
Repeat.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. We have a pretty standard day.
Yeah, I said.
I always try to do something different. I try to do something different, maybe play a game here, make a phone call there.
Well, there's
talk to people.
There's people on here that know about the puppies for parole, but there's some that don't. And I've told them about it. Well, why don't you give your perspective of the puppies for parole and what you think about it? And
Puppies for Parole is a program that's I believe it's in every institution in the state of Missouri at this point. They use shelters in surrounding like counties or towns that are close to the institutions, and what they do is they will take dogs that are abandoned, bring them into the institution, train them. In some cases, you have dogs that have aggression issues or medical issues. They have dogs that have been shot or have amputated limbs or different medical issues, and in some cases it's behavioral issues like aggression or fear or just like hyperactive dogs, things like this, and we do everything we can to moderate their issues, whether they're good issues or bad issues. They'll have some kind of an issue, need some kind of work, and we always do basic command training for, sit down, stay, come, things like leave it. If they have chewing issues, work on things like this to make them a better dog. So
All right, I gotta.
so that they have a better chance to get home.
I gotta answer something. Adam, Australian cattle dogs, they're in America. There's not just one or two of them. They're all over America.
They're actually called them Australian.
Yeah.
We're talking about institutions, prisons that do dog programs are all over this nation, and there are also institutions that do cat-related programs as well.
Right.
I don't believe that they do cats and dogs in any institution at the same time, because that would be a cat and dog issue that would not be good for the most part. But they are working with animals that are canine or feline in various locations all over this country. Yeah.
So,
and women's institutions, so it's not just exclusive to one.
am I correct in saying that nobody with a sex crime is allowed to be in the dog program?
Well, now see, this is the thing. From what I understand, the policy states that as long as you don't have a crime that you've been convicted for against an animal, you're eligible as long as you meet the requirements. However, every institution has the opportunity to create their own SOP, their own standard operating procedure, and you may have to meet certain requirements at each facility to be in their program at that facility, which could mean you can have no sex case. In this institution, they don't allow people that have sex offenses in. You must do anger management program and what they call the impact of crime on victims class and the impact of criminal thinking class, but they don't have those two anymore. They have what they call it's something else. It's both of them in one. I can't remember the name of it. It's so new. But you have to meet certain requirements and go through certain programs in this facility to be in the program. And yes, you are correct that in this facility you are not permitted in the program if you have a sex offense.
All right.
However, that's a new policy, because there are people in the program that do have sex offenses that were in the program prior to them creating the current standard operating procedure, so they're grandfathered in and they're okay.
Hey,
as long as they stay in the program, they can stay in the program.
Mindy has a question.
Okay.
My question is can somebody send their own animal in to have them
This call
trained?
is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Okay. No. Here's why. In the past, we have had a shelter that would send dogs in here for people, get them trained, get them back out there, and people would pay their fee, a $150 fee out there at a county that no longer has a shelter that we deal with. I won't say the name of it. However, it was disreputable, and they were using the prison as a training program to get their dogs trained for free through the animal shelter. So no. The answer is you cannot do that. It is not permitted. However, if there is an animal that you see on the website, we currently use Rescue One Springfield as an animal provider for our program in this facility. We have 10 dogs here currently that belong to Rescue One. And any of those dogs may be available for adoption. After they come to the facility, you can adopt them, and they can stay here for a week, a month, 2 months, as long long as it takes to get their training done before they are adopted or Rescue One wants to bring them back so that they are readily available for adoption. We are not allowed to have animals in here that are owned by a private individual to train them. That is against the policy.
That sucks.
It does. It does. However, in the case of your question, Miss Seidel, you currently have a dog handler available to you on location that was in the dog program. And I know this because he was my cellie here.
Hey, let me catch up on these questions and these comments. Oh yeah, Older says we can talk about the DOC if we want to. She has no problem with that.
Okay, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Mark-
Answer any question you have if I can. You know that.
Harvey, I mean, Tashanka says that they are training the dogs to attack the child molesters.
Well, here's the thing. We don't have enough dogs for that. I'm sorry. We'll run out of dogs first. They have a strict spay and neuter policy. Look, it is against the law for any animal shelter that currently has a dog available for adoption. It is against the law for that animal to be adopted out if it is not spay or neuter, unless it is less than a certain age. And then if you adopt a puppy, you must agree to have it spay or neuter when it reaches a certain age. Because the animal population is so large in the nation with abandoned animals. But we still don't have enough to take care of that job. I'm sorry.
Hey, Adam, you're absolutely right about that. It is easy to get attached to the dogs and say goodbye to them.
It is.
It's real hard.
It's real easy to get attached to them. It's real hard to say goodbye to some of them. Like this little girl I have right here with me now. She's 40 pounds of love.
Right.
She's a little white dog.
What's up, Eddie?
She just wants to play, you know. She's a good girl.
We got people coming in from all over. We got
Say that again?
I said we got people coming in from all over. We got Eddie in here now.
Oh.
We got them all coming in.
Welcome, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to Harvey Talks Prison from Prison.
That's right. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that too. Last week, you know, when we had Rob on, everybody wanted him back. They wanted you back. Do you know of anybody else that would be interested?
Well, here's the thing. Most of the guys that I know that would be interested in talking are only interested in whining about their own personal problems in life. And as much as I hate to say it, more often than not, most of these people, all they ever want to do is whine and whine and whine. And don't get me wrong, I understand why. I do understand the circumstance of living in prison. And I'm going to say, honestly, occasionally I probably do a little whining myself. I'm sure I do. But the thing is it can't encompass your everyday life and be everything that you want to do all the time. There are other things that are more important. And
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
at this point, I can't honestly say I know of anybody that would be a good choice. However, I will keep this in mind as I evaluate people on a daily basis and consider them for a possibility to come onto the show and share their views with your viewers.
All right. Well, I do know they want you and Rob to keep coming back. And Eddie wants to know what camp you're at. He's at South Central Correctional Center in Licking, Missouri, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Ash and Emmy wants to know where everybody's at. Well, I just told you where Kevin's at.
Yeah, this is it right here for Kev. For now, anyway. Hopefully it'll change in the future. Due to my recent setback with my venture for release from the Department of Corrections, I currently have to stay here.
Right.
However, I'm not looking at it as a setback anymore. After I got my last 2-year setback, I was somewhat disappointed about it, and I still am. And I appreciate that there are others that are too. And thank you all for your support, by the way. I do appreciate you. I have not forgotten it, and I never will. I will have to call you right back.
All right, do
Bye.
that.
The caller has hung up.
He'll be calling right back.
I was trying to get Rosalie to come over here so she could get on camera, but she's like, nope.
Licking is rough, Eddie. That's for sure. Especially 5 and 6 house. I try to catch up on these comments real fast. Adam said he's from Sydney. Mark's from St. Louis. I thought he's from St. Anne, Mark.
Okay, stop jumping around.
Janice is from southwestern Pennsylvania.
Call from Kevin Hoppy. An offender at the South Central Correctional Center. This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. Thank you for using Securus.
Eddie, I was in the NECC too.
Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I'm sorry. For those of you that do not know, this phone runs on a 15-minute time loop. After 15 minutes, we have to hang up and call back. I apologize if it interrupts our conversation. However, as I was saying, I'm no longer looking at my recent 2-year setback as a setback. But that's okay. We have these in life. So what I'm looking at it now is I go up again in 20 months.
Right.
And I'm trying to look forward to a positive future for the next time I go up, which at this time I'm not sure if I want to go see them again or not. I think I'll just waive my appearance and let them do it in absentia. Because for real, going up for parole, as you know, Mr. Seidel, is just like going through court all over again, and I'm really, really tired in my soul of talking to these people about this. We're done. I'm done with it.
It's repeat.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's too stressful. It's mentally trying. As far as I'm concerned, I've already been to court. This is not what we're here for. The parole board is supposed to evaluate what you have done since you've been incarcerated and what you're doing for positive progress in your life for your future, but they do not care about that. All they want to talk about is what you did to get you here and keep you here some more. So I'm just looking at it as I go up again in 20 months, and I'm thinking that when I get closer to the time to go up, I will do a more thorough evaluation of what my intent is for that hearing.
Eddie said he was
we'll see.
Eddie said the last year he was in Bowling Green was in 012.
I was in Bowling Green from 1998 to 2009.
Yeah, I was there until 2003. Hey, I just barely got there and they kicked me out, didn't they, Kevin?
Yeah, about a year, I guess. Was it about a year?
It was.
From Potosi, and that's when they got caught doing all that crap in the prisons. Had the level 5 camps full of low-level inmates, and they were charging the feds for some money we need more money for security for all these dangerous offenders, and they didn't even have them.
Right.
And that's when they instituted the immediate filling of the level 5 facilities, and you came to this facility, and I stayed there under the grandfather clause until I lost it because of my
Facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Hey, fake news. How you doing? How you doing, gangers? Yeah, I was there 15 months, and they kicked me out because I wasn't there more than 2 years.
Yeah, it had to be there for at least 2 years with a good institutional adjustment in that time frame. Yeah.
He said they had a riot there in Bowling Green in October of 12 over some China white. Hey, JK, how you doing?
I'm not surprised.
Huh?
I'm not surprised by that.
Right, me neither.
The drugs are a big deal in prison right now.
Oh yeah.
Issues.
You turn on the local news, that's all you hear is about the drugs in the Missouri Department of Corrections. Another one died.
Well, here's the thing. They're not sure where it's coming from, but we don't get mail anymore.
Right.
So it can't come in the mail.
Right.
And you're not bringing nothing into a visit because they got a body scanner up there that will pretty much read your DNA and sees everything. It's just like the super high tech thing that, they can see everything in your body when you step into this.
How-
So it's not coming in that way. So
Stop.
they still haven't figured it out. Maybe there's a carrier pigeon or something. I don't know.
Maybe
A couple years ago, they had another idea about something, and I don't know, like a balloon or something going over the institution.
Well, see, I-
or some crap.
I wanted to come up on a food visit with you and have a shank and a cake.
Oh yeah. They're still worried about that too. But they X-ray your food. They
Right.
search your food.
Right.
So that's not happening. They still can't figure anything out. But it's still the inmate's fault. Whatever it is, it's still the inmate's fault. There's no possible way for it to be our fault.
Hey, from bars to bricks in Missouri is fentanyl. Because he says in Kansas that it's K2 that's killing people, but it's probably laced with fentanyl.
Well, here's the thing. Most of what I've seen on the news about the facility, the inmates that died in this camp, a couple of them were health issues, like a couple were cancer or something like that. But most of the other ones were fentanyl overdoses. And one of them also had some weird animal tranquilizer in his system, too. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something I've never heard of. But they said that he had 7 or 8 times the amount of fentanyl you needed to kill you in his system, and another one had like 6 times. And it's I don't know. I don't do drugs like that. I haven't done any drugs for so long. I haven't been high and so long I forgot what it's like. I don't have any desire to be high anymore.
Right.
The last time I think I got high was when I had surgery when you were still here, I think.
Right.
When we were over in Ewing, and I went out and had surgery, and they gave me that shot, and I was out. That was propofol, though. That was propofol, and that we know is what killed Michael Jackson, and it kind of made me a little leery even having that stuff in me. But I see people all the time that I'm pretty sure they're probably high on something. I don't know. I don't care.
There's a
I
difference
stay away
between
from
a
them.
doctor's dose and
I don't have time
getting
for
high
it.
dose.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for everybody. You guys want him back next week? You want Rob, or you want Kevin back? Who you want back? We can do this every week.
Spend time with Harvey. You just could spend time with Harvey and Mindy. How about that?
They do every
Spend time with your host.
they do every week. But we'll see what they say here in a minute. What the heck is going on up here?
What's going on? That's a damn good question. I've been trying to figure that out for years. What the hell is going on?
Eddie says, right. Eddie says, bring Kevin back. JK says, bring him back. Did y'all hear about the ex-police chief in town over, had been the deputy warden, and about 5 years ago, he got busted with trafficking dope.
Okay, which
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
My question, which one?
Yeah, which one, Oda? And Adam from Australian Prison Story says, yeah, bring you back too. So you want to come back next week?
I mean, if I'm able, I'll gladly call and we'll talk some more trash. I mean, we'll talk sense. I don't know. We'll talk about something. I guess if you're willing to have me and I'm able to do so, I would gladly come back and spend time with you and your viewers. Absolutely.
I agree with that. From bars to bricks, let's flood the Missouri DOC with stuff in favor of getting Kevin paroled. I'm all for that.
Well, I appreciate that, and as much as I want Kevin paroled too, I just don't know if they're going to do it. But I hope they do. before I'm too old to do anything with myself. I'm not a young man. I'm not dead yet, but I sometimes feel like it inside. And I would like to be able to get out and do some things with my life and meet some people. I'm not looking for anything great in life. I'm just looking for a little peace. That's all. You know, a little peace and a couple friends. That's all.
I'll definitely do that from bars to bricks. That's right. Yeah, I agree 100%, Adam. He is part of the HTP family.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Harvey Talks Prison.
I have to be part of that because Harvey's like my brother.
That's right.
I have three actual brothers in life. One I have the same mother with, and two I have the same father with. However, in all the years of my life in prison, I spent more time around Harvey, and Harvey's more like my brother, my family, than anyone that is my actual family.
Right.
And I do still have some actual family, and I still do communicate with some of them actually. Not very often, you know, but it's different when you live with somebody every day, pretty much for 30 years.
Right.
They become
Right.
your family.
That's right.
And that's okay. You know, we're brothers with different mothers, and that's all there is to it. And anybody that's got a problem with it can kiss my ass. It's just that simple.
That's right.
I'm
Je-
sorry.
It's all right. Janice says Kevin has a lot of family here.
It's nice to know that there's people out there that care.
Well, they do. These are wonderful people, Kevin. I mean, they support me 100%, and I support them, you know, because they went out on a limb for me. Yeah, they went out on a limb for me. Yeah, exactly. And they went out on a limb for you.
Here's the thing, man. There's more people out there than there are in here. And all the people that are out there, I understand everybody has their own life. I understand everybody has to meet their own needs on a daily basis. Maybe you have kids, and I understand you have to have a job and do what you have to do. But when you find somebody that's worth your time, it never hurts to take 5 minutes out of your day to say hi to any person. You know, it doesn't have to be me or it doesn't have to be Harvey. There's a lot of people out there that just a hello, how are you doing today, makes a big difference in their day because they might just be having a bad day. You know, I see things on TV about homeless people on the news all the time, and it's not just people that are drug addicts or that are just societal dropouts. There's good people out there that are homeless, and sometimes just that, hello, how are you doing today, or you know, makes a big difference in their life. So, you know, take time out, man, and consider everybody around you. It can't just be about us, you know.
Right, exactly. And I'm glad you said that. You know, it's like I tell these people, you know, I try to go out here and I try to help people all the time, but I talk to the youth and stuff around here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. That's a good thing to do. If you have kids out there, whoever you are, if you have children out there,
Facility and may be monitored and recorded.
nieces and nephews, talk to them.
Right.
Talk to them. Tell them this is for real. Life is for real. You know, you end up in a place like this, and you don't have to worry about getting killed like it used to be or anything like that. Now you have to worry about being bored to death, and if you're ever going to get the hell out of here.
Australian prison.
There's more life.
Australian prison story says Kevin is part of the HTP family for life. Harvey is like a brother to me too, and I bloody love that man. Ash and Emmy wants to know if you have anybody helping you out with money or commissary.
Well, I get a little help from time to time from a couple people. You know, it's just my life is pretty much based on the charity of others that choose to do anything to help me.
Right.
I do work in the institution. Institutional jobs don't pay a lot.
Right.
And I understand, that people have a lot going on out there, so there's not really a lot that comes to us from out there. You know, some people have more, some people have less.
Australian prison.
better than some, worse than a lot. It's
Austra-
okay, you know.
Australian Prison Story says, I would die for Harvey because I bloody love that man. He's had my back from day one. And
Well, I can appreciate that because there was a time when we were in that situation,
right,
that we being me, and Harvey had my back when my other friends supposedly did, and they didn't.
right.
So I completely, and I mean physically, completely, and presently understand the statement.
Oh.
Hell. One more time.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Bye.
The caller has hung up.
Yeah, it's always good to talk to people, Oda. You know, just see how they're doing. Sometimes all somebody needs is like somebody to talk to. Like, I go check on this elderly woman a couple doors down because she's there all alone, and sometimes we worry about her just even walking around. Hey, Hitman, what's up, ma'am? I got my partner from prison on the phone. He's getting ready to call right back. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Hitman. Sometimes I hit the wrong letters too.
Recall from Kevin Hoppy. An offender at the South Central Correctional Center. This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. We thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay, we're
Did-
back again. I just want everybody to know that I'm missing dinner right now and they're having pancakes tonight, so.
That's what you do for dinner.
Right.
That's okay.
Hey, you sure you don't want to go to supper?
No, it's too late. They're gone.
No.
Let's go. You're tripping on it.
Hey, hey, do you do,
That's kind of fun.
hey, did you know a hitman in prison? You remember Hitman?
Hippie?
No, not Hippie. I know Hippie too. Hitman.
Hitman. I don't know, man. I've known so many people that went by so many different names, you know.
He's in
Maybe
South.
if I saw his face.
Yeah, I knew one, but you know, I don't know if it's the same one or not. Hitman. He's at South Central Correctional Center in
He
Licking,
might
Missouri.
be, I don't know. There's a lot of people I know, but I know them by face because I walk around with the dog a lot, and I see a lot of people, and I interact with a lot of people because they really want to interact with the dog.
Oh, I think I do know him.
If my dog is friend,
He says,
I might, but I can't say I do by name.
"Oh, I think I do." He wrote his name down. It's Reinhold.
Maybe.
Yeah, I do know
Maybe,
that
I
name.
don't know. Maybe it seems a little familiar, but like I said, you know, I know a lot of people because of the dog. I talk to a lot of people, but most of the time when people have a nickname, I try not to use their nickname because that's not the name their mama gave them. And I don't care what you call yourself. That's not what your mom called you. So, you know,
See what I
just
mean?
With you, everybody calls you Harvey forever, but I've always called you Harvey
Right.
because that is your name.
All right.
And
Oh,
it's not anything to be disrespectful, but you know, that's just the way it is.
all right. Oda says she wants to know if you knew a younger guy, either Baby Bruiser or Bruiser, usually Mobley.
No, can't say so. No.
Kevin Hoppy, Hitman, that's his name. Australian Prison Stories just kicked his big toe. What'd you do that for?
Well, here's the thing: kicking yourself and hurting your big toe hurts a lot. I mean, that's not a pleasant sensation.
I've done that before too.
And after you do it once, you'll do it 5 times before it stops hurting.
Right.
If anybody is interested in knowing, the Chiefs are winning 31-6 in the fourth quarter. I don't know if that's relevant, but somebody may want to know that.
Since when did you watch football?
Well, when you put, never mind, you don't want to know. I can't say that on the air. not legal in the state of Missouri.
Actually, it is. It is recently.
Okay, you can go ahead and delete it, Oda, if you want.
Is there anybody that wants to know anything else or has any questions from the way my time looks? You've got about 5 minutes before your show's over for the night. Anybody got anything else they want to know or say or anything, you know?
Yeah, they want to know.
I mean, I can take it.
Hitman wants to know if you're affiliate. Hitman wants to know if you're affiliated. No, he's not affiliated.
No, I am not affiliated, never have been, and never will be.
That's right.
I'll just take that as, you know,
From a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
But we do know.
For some people,
We do
it
know.
doesn't work for me. You know, I know a lot of people that are.
Yeah, we know a lot of people who are.
And I mean, you know, like I said, it's fine with me if that's what people do. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't either.
It's not my thing, you know. It's never been something I've been interested in. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Leave my stuff alone. Get out of there. I'm talking my dog's trying to eat my bar of soap. You quit eating that bar of soap, lady.
All right.
Eat that. You got a clean mouth. Not brush your teeth.
Australian prison
Okay,
story.
anybody?
Australian prison story wants to know what's your favorite meal to cook when you're able to. I think I know the
My
answer.
favorite meal to cook is probably going to be burritos.
That's right. I knew you was gonna say that.
They're easy. You can carry them with you.
Yeah.
You know, portable food, man. You know, you can't beat it. You know that.
You know, I made some when I got out, some of them prison burritos, but we had to leave the jalapenos out because Ethan doesn't like jalapenos. But
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. He's soft. That's all.
yeah.
That's cool.
You know what?
He'll eat them now.
He'll eat them now. I seen him one day.
Well,
I seen him one day eat a bag of hot chips, and he doesn't really like hot chips, but he ate these hot chips, had tears coming down his eyes, and he just kept right on eating them.
well, if you really want to put him through the test, get him ghost pepper.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Just get him some habanero. Get him a habanero.
That's right, Hitman. I agree with you.
Just get him a habanero and put him to the test.
I agree with you 100%, Hitman. Hitman says, I'm not going to have another man tell me to put steel on somebody. And that's exactly right.
That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. It's all good.
Yeah.
Whatever
But-
works for others.
Right.
Just leave me alone. I don't
Right.
care what anybody does. I don't care about none of it. Just leave me alone.
Well, you know,
I'm not
My thing was when I was in prison, especially when you and I were in the same prisons together. If they wasn't bothering me or you, I didn't give a rat's ass what they was
Yeah, I
doing.
don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what you're doing. Just get away from me and mine with it. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you do, who you do, whatever. Just leave me and mine alone. That's all I ask.
That's right.
You know,
You know,
that's just the way that it is. That's just the way that it is.
you know, and I knew, I knew you felt the same way, you know, it's just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's just the way it was, you know, and you can't be,
Absolutely.
you can't be getting into other people's business and worrying about what other people are doing. Just leave me alone, you know?
Yeah, and that's absolutely the best way to do things, because if I'm worried about what you're doing, then that puts me in the game. And if I'm in the game, then I'm subject to anything that anybody else is subject to. And I don't have time for that, man. You know, I live here, and I try to live here the best way I can. I try to be peaceful and friendly to everybody, because I want to be comfortable. If I have to be here, I want to be as comfortable as I can be. I don't want to live in a cell with nothing, hearing a bunch of crazy asses all day in the hole, just yelling and screaming for no reason, and half of them are crazy. I don't have time for that.
All right.
If I have to live here, then I'm going to live the best way I can, and that does not include being on the wrong side. You know, I don't care if people say, you know, that's not cool, you're soft, whatever, I don't want to hear none of that crap.
Right.
I've been here my whole life. I'm tired of that shit. The kids can go play down the hill. I don't have time for it.
You see how soft I am when I put a piece of plexiglass in you. But Adam wants to know.
Yeah.
Adam wants to know if you got a cellmate. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a cellmate. Yeah, I do. He is my co-dog handler. I cannot be in the dog program without a cellmate that is in the dog program. He works at the furniture factory here, correctional facility, and may be monitored and recorded. He works at MVE here, so he's gone most of the day, 5 days a week, which I'm thankful for because I like my private time, you know, and that's cool. You know, because when he comes in, I burn out and give him his space, and we're good.
Right.
He's good. He's okay. He's okay with me. You know, we get along pretty good. You know, almost as good as you and I, Harvey.
Right.
And I was surprised by it. I think about it a lot. You know, I got to compare everybody to you because living with you was, you know, we were good sellies, man.
It was easy time. It's always easy. It makes your time go by easy when you have a good cellmate.
Absolutely, it makes your time go by a whole lot easier when you know you live in the cell with somebody that you can trust with your stuff, that you know is not going to bother anything you own, and you're going to be the same way to them.
Right.
He's the same age I am, and the same height, pretty much the same weight, just like you and me.
Yeah.
We get along pretty good. He's a little different than what he's in prison for than you were. Actually, a lot different. But that's not my business, and I don't want to know the facts of the issue.
Right.
I don't care. Because when I do these things, then it changes my perspective, and I'm trying not to do that with anybody because whatever you did is your problem. You made your own bed.
Hey,
you got to sleep in it.
Go.
It's just that simple.
Go Badgers here. You know, she did time at. Well, she didn't do time. Well, I guess you could say she did. She was a sergeant at the Walls, you know, and
Okay.
and then there's LYD Ford. He says it's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah. Been a while since I was at the Walls. I know that.
It's been a couple years for me.
What?
It's been a couple years for me.
That was just a visit.
Yeah, I went back on a visit, you know, tour of the place.
Oh, yeah. You sent me a picture of Ethan in the old cell.
Yep.
Remember, because I said, Harvey, why are you sending me a picture of young boys in prison? What are you implying? For those of you out there that are listening that don't know, I'm an incorrigible person with a really twisted sense of humor.
See, I told you he was. Hey,
Just ask. You'll find out.
wait a minute. I just saw something. Oh, yeah. JK wants to know when was the last time you went to the hole.
The last time I went to the hole? Well, let's see. I came here in June the 4th, 2009, when I saw you out on the yard, remember?
Right.
When I came to this institution, I came here out of the hole from Bowling Green, from the Northeast Correctional Center. So I went to the hole in February, late February or early April of 2009 was the last time I was in the hole.
Wow.
I don't do stupid stuff.
Wow.
That's not to say that was the last time I had a violation.
Right.
That is the last time I was in the hole. Because I have a problem with getting violations for contraband, generally for porn.
Right.
You know that because I got one when we were at Five House, and when we came from Five House to this house, I had one for porn. You had one for your sweatpants.
Right. Yeah. Do you remember when I snapped on them two COs?
Yeah.
Because they just started selling us the needle and thread, and then they wanted to write, huh?
Yeah.
And
There was 3 of them.
yeah, they wanted to write me up. I slammed the door in their face. Yeah, Kelch.
Mr. Johnson, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but yeah, I remember you slammed the door in her face, and I said, sit down and shut up and let me do the talking.
can't believe you haven't been to the Hove since '09, man. That is awesome, man. Now I want to ask you.
I don't get in trouble. I don't do stupid shit.
Right, but I want to ask you.
Do stuff. Yeah.
But I want to ask you, is that because, do you think a lot of it has to do with you being in the honor house, 3 house?
Well, yeah, but I think that it's just not my cup of tea. I mean, it's just not what I do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't participate in the things that would do that.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Hey, Adam,
I don't think that.
Adam, JCCC is Jefferson City Correctional
You
Center.
have 1 minute left.
It's in
Okay. We got
Jefferson
one
City.
minute.
All right, I'm getting ready to get off here anyway. So
Okay. I'll give you a call in a couple days and we'll talk about doing this again. Okay.
all right, sounds good.
And for everybody out there listening, have a good night. Thank you for spending your time, and we will talk to you again in the future. Peace. I'm out.
All right.
The caller has hung up.
Matt Yates does sound familiar. Hey, country. Well, I was just getting ready to get off, country. I'll stay on just a little bit longer, though. We just had Kevin on from my buddy from prison. Yeah, YouTube is always messing us up on our notifications. I almost think they're doing it on purpose. Yeah, smuggling stuff. I heard that, Hitman. All right. Hey, man, get some rest, country. Hey, do you know if Chad's having a live tonight or not? I don't think he is. Anyway, guys. Oh, he is? Hey, Texas Royal Flowers. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys want him back, we'll have him back. But in the meantime, right, exactly, country. Anyway, country, thanks for jumping on for not feeling good. I know you're not feeling good, so that was awesome for you to jump on here for a minute. I love you all, and you guys have a good night, and see you next time. All right. All right, Hitman. All right, later, everybody.